BYB Beers, what is going on? My name is Rob Brubaker. I am the host and creator of the Build Your Better Boat podcast. How are you doing today? I'm doing awesome. I hope you're doing awesome too. I saw this crazy article. FoxNews.com had this article. Says man using live snake as a face mask boards bus in England. It said a passenger said that no one batted an eyelid at the bizarre sight. This dude got on a bus in England. She said a passenger who wished to remain anonymous says she first believed the man was only wearing a funky mask until the reptile started slithering over the handrails. Oh god, I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand snakes. Like snakes creep me out like no other. I can't even imagine having a snake around your face as a mask. There's a picture on here. So Google man wears snake as a face mask if you want to see the pictures. But dude sitting on a bus. With the what looks like a boa constrictor or something, I don't know. Literally wrapped around his face. I'm just in shock. Shockingly, the authorities said a snake is not a proper face covering during the COVID-19 pandemic. So you can't wear a snake as a face mask. In England, face masks are required on public transportation, such as planes, trains, and buses, to curb the spread of coronavirus. There you have it. A snake as a face mask. So there's your little start for this morning. Hey, too, real quick, I wanted to give you guys a shout out for the Step Club. Those of you that are in the Build Your Better Boat Elite Step Club, you guys are doing awesome. Fantastic job. And just to let people know, anyone who's listening, who's interested in getting in the Step Club, it's $5 to get in. $5. You get in. Starts on Monday, ends on Saturday. You're put in a separate Facebook group where you post your steps every night. Build Your Better Boat keeps track of those. We keep a tracker. For every 10,000 steps you get that week, you get a ticket into the Split the Pot drawing. So the $5 holds you accountable, gets you in, gets you moving, but there's a chance to win some money. So if you're interested, email buildyourbetterboat@gmail.com. Say you're interested. I'll give you all the details. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of motivation. There's a lot of inspiration in there. People are moving. People are stepping. It's just a really cool little group. Also, if you aren't in the Facebook group, go to facebook.com/groups/BYBB, the number one. We are up to almost 500 members. No, 400. We're almost up to 400 members in that group. There's a ton of content that goes in there daily from me and others, recipes, workout ideas, success stories, people's struggle stories, everything. Hop in there. So I want to do a 2-part podcast again on sleep. So today I'm going to just give you some quick tips on how to get better sleep, stuff that you literally probably know, but need a reminder on because none of us do it. And then tomorrow on part 2, I'll talk about just the health benefits of getting quality sleep. Okay. So these little tips for better sleep. You can find these tips for better sleep anywhere, all over the internet. The one that I'm going off of right now happens to be from the CDC website, cdc.gov. So they give 1, 2, 3, 4. They give 5 little tips here. And so the first one is be consistent. Go to bed at the same time each night and get up at the same time each morning, including on weekends. And I think people do that during the week, but they struggle with that on the weekends, right? Because you have to wake up during the week. You have to get up and go to work. And on the weekends, you don't, right? And so let's say your normal bedtime during the week is 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. On the weekends, you might be at a party or something and you want to stay up later. So that is the hard part of being consistent, especially on the weekends. But weekends are a struggle with everything: diet, exercise, everything. Weekends are hard. But the more consistent you can do it, the better sleep you're going to get. And it makes total sense. I mean, think about it from when you were a kid. You always had a bedtime. There's a reason you have a bedtime. There's a reason you give children bedtimes, right? But at some point, we stop. We decide we're adults and we can go to sleep when we're tired. And, you ask people all the time, like, what time do you go to bed? They're like, anywhere between 10 and midnight. It's like, what? You have a 2-hour window of bedtime? Like, would you give your 6-year-old a 2-hour window of bedtime? No. Make sure your bedroom is quiet, dark, relaxing, and at a comfortable temperature. And I don't know what the recommended temperature is, but I think it's really colder than what most people sleep. I know that the colder your room is, the better sleep you're supposed to get. I love sleeping in cold temperatures. 65, 60 to 65. Oh, I love it. Like if I go to a hotel room and I have a room to myself, I am cranking that AC. I want it cold, and I'll stay warm with the covers. That's just me. But a lot of us have TVs in our room. A lot of people say I can't fall asleep unless I have the TV on. It's probably not helping you in the long run. Just a little advice. It's probably not helping you. Remove electronic devices such as TVs, computers, and smartphones from the bedroom. So I guarantee you that 90% of us probably fall asleep looking at our phones. I mean, or we look at our phones right before we go to bed. It's habit, right? That's where we get our news. That's where we check in on family. That's where everything. I mean, and their phones are constantly giving us notifications to look at them. Which is another. I turn my notifications off. I literally people get on there like, "Do you see my text?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, I didn't miss these texts. I'm like, because I turn my notifications off. I don't want my phone buzzing at me all damn day long. And you can do that. Just go to the settings, turn them off, and check your messages when it's convenient for you. Don't have your phone control your life. Avoid large meals, caffeine, and alcohol before bedtime. I tell you right now, when I went alcohol free, my sleep skyrocketed. I mean, I can't tell you how. And you'll hear people say like, "Oh, I sleep great after a night of drinking." It's like, no, you don't. You passed out. Like, come on, let's be honest. Like, your actual sleep was not great. That's why people are so tired the next day after drinking, because they didn't sleep well. And it's so much more with dehydration and all sorts of things. But same with caffeine. You drink coffee before you go to bed, you're not going to have as good a sleep. The last point is get some exercise. Being physically active during the day can help you fall asleep more easily at night. And again, like A lot of this stuff is basic stuff. Like you think of your kids, like you try and wear your kids out so they sleep better. But why don't we wear ourselves out so we sleep better? I mean, it is amazing how much different we treat kids with sleep compared to ourselves with sleep. A kid's in a bad mood the next time, we're like, well, he's tired. But we rarely say that about ourselves. We rarely say, I'm sorry, I'm in a bad mood because I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. We say, I'm stressed. Like, are we stressed or did we just not sleep well? Like, seriously, like, these are some serious questions to start asking yourself. Like, are you bothered or did you really not sleep well? Are you doing, and it's just like anything else with your diet, with your exercise. Like, you have to put the work in with your sleep. You have to force yourself to go to bed at a certain time. You have to force yourself to put your cell phone down like an hour before you go to bed. Turn the TV off, like close the curtains, turn the air down a little bit. Like, you're going to sleep better. But you have to do it. You know, you have to do it. So, we have soccer again today. Big tournament, championship game today. So, go build your better boat. Ride the waves that come along. Embrace the grace. And be elite. And be stepping. Join the Step Club. I'll talk to you. Have an awesome day.